Give us a thought, what's been going through your mind now the last 48, I assume 48 hours since you made this decision?
It's like weights off my shoulders, honestly, because everybody's asking me what I'm gonna do, and I hadn't decided yet. But now I made my decision. I'm happy with the decision I made, and I'm ready to get forward to start working for that next step.
So there's a contentment that it's out of the way and you move forward now, right?
Exactly.
Was there ever really a moment when you thought you might come back after the season ended?
I just wanted to take some time. I just didn't want to, the season be over and be, oh, I'm going to the draft. You never know. So, I just, sat back, still took everything into account again, like I did last year. Got some feedback, like I did last year, and all signs pointed to me leaving. So, was the one of the biggest supporters in saying that it was the right decision for me to leave.
What was the difference between last year and this year in terms of that feedback and where you were?
It's more of myself. I feel like I've grown a lot as a person. I've definitely matured on and off the court a lot more. This year definitely benefited me. And, once you pass up on your dream one time, you never know if you're going to get that chance again. And, it's kind of hard to pass up on it twice.
Did you hear different things? Sorry, did you hear different things about your readiness in terms of your game, things like that?
There hasn't been anybody really to tell me, oh, you're not ready, you should go back, you should stay. I think most people, he believes I should come out anyways.
Yeah, I mean from last year, I'm sorry. In other words, did you hear different things like, okay, now you've done this and this and this, you've changed in this way? I don't know the extent of the feedback you get, but.
I had a bigger role on the team this year than I did last year, so I was able to do more and showcase more than I did last year instead of just being labeled as a shooter. And, I came this year and I actually didn't even shoot the ball as well, but, I was forced to do other things, and, it just helped show my versatility as a player.
Was there a moment where it became clear to you just 100%? And when did you finally say, okay, this is it?
After sitting down with my parents and Izzo, after the conversation, just putting everything on the table, and when it was over, I was like, yeah, so it's time.
What was it?
It's been like an ongoing thing. So I felt like it was really, I was gonna go, but I didn't make a decision. So I was still searching things out. But when I finally yesterday, when it announced and I declared, that's when I felt like, yeah, this was time. No, I haven't signed an agent yet.
Do you have plans to before the draft?
Yeah, I definitely plan on signing an agent. Hopefully I can sign one here in the next week or so.
How's that process going? How many different people are you talking to? What's that been like?
I'm talking to a few different people. It's kind of like recruiting all over again. So, the relationships aren't as intimate as it was for the 3 or 4 years you being recruited by certain schools. So, it's still going to have a big decision to make here pretty soon about who I'm going to choose to represent me. So.
You've always had a tremendous relationship with your parents, good, solid. Are you letting them handle the agent process, or are you doing it?
My parents handled the agent process this year, last year, when I really virgin territory with the agent process, because many didn't talk to me. They all talked to my parents, and I really didn't realize how much my parents were dealing with throughout the season. They just tried to keep that away from me, and I did a good job with that. And they showed me the select few that they really liked. And, I have meetings with them, and I'm going to have to pick to see which one I like.
What's hard about this decision? Can you kind of put that in? Is it the friends you have here? Is it the fact that there's no going back if you're not ready? What makes this decision difficult?
Just the unknown, the fear of taking the next step, who knows what the future holds, and, once you're here for 2 years, you get comfortable with this, and, you're familiar with everything. Next year I could be in another city by myself. I don't have Coach Izzo with me. I don't have my parents being able to drive 2.5, 3 hours to come see me. It's going to be different. And I'm on my own. I'm getting paid to play basketball, and it's a job, and it's not just more of a student-athlete thing. I'm a professional, and it's my profession.
And you don't.
Supportive of you going, or were they trying to talk you into staying, or was it?
Nah, they all understood. They're pretty much saying, "Oh, you got to go, man." It's right there. All of them were really very supportive. You know, I know they all have my back.
Denzel must be crushed.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, but you know, I mean, he's definitely gonna, you know, be sad that I'm leaving. You know, just because how close we became. But you know, he has a lot to prove here next year. You know, he's gonna be good for us, real good for us, and you know, he's gonna be having to make a decision like I made this year here pretty soon.
Gary, obviously you weighed this and you didn't do it automatically, but in the end, for a potential lottery pick, wasn't this kind of a no-brainer?
I mean, I was you know, they said a potential lottery pick last year, and you know, I wouldn't say it's a no-brainer because this university, honestly, I mean, this place has been great to me, so it's kind of hard to, you know, leave, and you know, when some place has been so good to you for these last 2 years. So, you know, especially the relationships I had with the coaches and the players, I mean, it definitely was not a no-brainer. But when you set everything down, you know, it was a decision I had to make.
Any teammate ask you for a loan yet?
No, none of them asked me for a loan.
Zell?
No, he hasn't asked me for a loan.
What do you feel like you need to do to be ready for the NBA as a rookie?
You know, I'm about to go in there and, you know, I'm about to work. I'm about to have the right mindset day in and day out. And, you know, this whole pre-draft process is going to be huge. And, you know, for me getting ready for these NBA workouts and, you know, the summer league. So I'm going to have to, you know, really be dedicated. And, you know, it's going to work harder than I've ever worked before.
What have you talked to Brandon Dawson about the process he's going through, and what do you think he's going to do?
I've definitely talked to him. And, you know, he has a decision to make, and you know that's not my business to say what he is or isn't going to do. So I'll let you guys have to ask him those questions when you see him, and you know I'm sure decisions should come here pretty soon.
As a player, that coaches have been very supportive and told you that he was ready to go. How much did it mean for that kind of that support from him?
I mean, it's huge when you know the guy who recruited me pretty much saying I got to go. I mean, not like that, but you know, for somebody to say that, you know, that wanted me to play here so badly, and all the recruiting he did, and saying that, I mean, it's time for me to go, and just being that supportive. I mean, that just shows you what type of guy he is, and you know, he just doesn't only think about himself; he thinks about us as a players, and the relationship he has with us is, you know, second to none.
Did you reach out to anybody who left early, or did anybody that left early reach out to you?
You know, I'm fortunate enough to know, you know, a lot of people in the business, and you know, I was kind of, you know, I really didn't reach out to that many people yet, but I know some have tried to reach out to me, and I'm gonna continue to talk with those guys, and you know, just for them to help me, you know, to help me get through my rookie year.
When you walked off the floor after the UConn game, did it dawn on you that this might be it?
Definitely, it definitely did, you know. And to be that close to a Final Four and lose, it was definitely heartbreaking. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. I guess it just wasn't our year. And, you know, hopefully the team could be in a situation that they could make the Final Four next year.
Do you think about kissing the floor on senior night?
I mean, there was a little joke, I mean, going around, like, because everybody knew of my situation going, like, during the season. Everybody was saying, oh, you might as well kiss the floor, you might as well take the senior shot, you might as well do all this and that. But, you know, I didn't want to do anything because, you know, nothing's definitely given. You never knew what was going to happen, so I really didn't feel comfortable doing that.
So all season, your teammates kind of felt like you were probably gone.
I mean, in a sense, I guess. I mean, they knew I had the potential to maybe take that next step.
Talking to your dad last night, he was extremely emphatic that he's not going to rest till you come back and finish your degree. I know that's what your parents want, and you to stay part of the Spartan community, but is it important to Gary to come back and get that degree?
Yeah, definitely. That's one of my goals. I mean, I'm going to get a degree from Michigan State, so whether that's taking summer classes, online classes, I'm definitely going to get a 4-year degree here.
Normally we ask this as seniors, but how would you describe your 2 years here at Michigan State?
I mean, it's unforgettable, you know. Like I said in the little press release, I mean, it's been the best 2 years of my life, you know. Made some lifelong friends, you know, lifelong relationships with some people on this campus, and, you know, it's something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
What does this team need to do without you moving forward when you look at next year's roster?
Oh, I mean, they have a lot of talent, you know. A lot of people saying we're losing a lot, but we actually have a lot, because I mean, the players we have so much room to get better, and you could see them getting better at the end of the season and for a whole summer of work. I mean, I think it's going to be scary to see how good they're going to be next year and how surprised some people are really going to be of how good the Spartans are next year.
A guy like Ellis now has obviously more of an opportunity.
Ellis is going to be a player. I mean, mark my words, he's going to be huge for us next year. And I mean, he has all the tools, and you know, he's going to work, and he's not scared of anything. So he's going to go out there, and he's going to play his hardest, and you know, give his all, no matter what.
You told me in New York how cool it was that Magic was there and the team was there, just to see those old Spartans coming back. Is that something that you hope to do? I mean, you saw it, it meant a lot to you as a player. Is that something you hope to do?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to come back. You know, just to be around him. I mean, I just love being around the program. You know, especially Izzo and the coaching staff. You know, I'm gonna try to do everything I can to help them. You know, especially with the younger guys. And you know, I'm just gonna definitely try to stay part of this program for a while.
You have classes to finish here now, right? You stay here the rest of the semester, or don't you do that?
Yeah, I'm finishing out my classes, and you know, just gotta find a balance when I can work out and do all that. And you know, a lot more is gonna be etched in stone when I get my agent,
Right.
and then really get a schedule and plan of what I'm really gonna start doing.
Are you on track so there'll be no APR hit for Michigan State as far as, you know, will you leaving early?
How does that
Are you,
work?
I mean, are you on track for your degree? Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm on track. So.